Cristiano Ronaldo went to Saudi Arabia as the undisputed king of his era, the face of a huge national project, and a headline name meant to put the Saudi Pro League on the global football map. Now, that same league is watching him edge closer and closer to the exit door, and this time it isn't about goals or form. It's about power, promises, and a feeling that the project he signed up for isn't unfolding the way he was led to believe. The latest twist came when Ronaldo deliberately stayed off the squad list for Al Nassr's match against Al Riyadh. This wasn't an injury. It wasn't rotation. It was widely understood as a protest. A very clear, very public message from the biggest star in Saudi football that he's had enough. And according to new reporting, that protest goes a lot deeper than just sitting out one game. At the heart of all this is Cristiano's frustration with what's happening at rival club Al Hilal compared with Al Nassr. From his point of view, one side of Riyadh is being handed reinforcements and star signings, while his team, the one that took the initial risk of bringing him in and the one he's been carrying, is being left behind. Al Hilal continue to strengthen, continue to add big names, and continue to look like the team most favored to dominate. Al Nassr, in contrast, have not received the same level of upgrades, at least not in the way someone like Ronaldo expects when he signs on as the face of an entire league. And this isn't just about a player sulking because he didn't get a new teammate. According to CBS Sports, Cristiano has gone beyond silent protest and has privately warned Saudi officials that he is ready to walk away, not just from Al Nassr, but from the country altogether, if things don't change. When the reports use that kind of language, it tells you how serious the situation has become. This is not a minor disagreement. This is a threat that strikes at the core of the Saudi project. Initially, there was a belief inside Saudi circles that the situation would calm down quickly once Ronaldo started turning up to training again. The feeling among league and club officials was that his one-match protest had served its purpose and the storm would blow over. In other words, he made his point. Now everyone moves on. But CBS Sports makes it clear that this assumption was wrong. Underneath the surface, his anger hasn't faded. Training ground appearances are not the same as peace. The fundamental issues, from his perspective, are still unresolved. So how does Cristiano Ronaldo actually feel right now? The same report quotes a source close to the situation saying he feels betrayed. That is a heavy word to use for someone who has been paid astronomical wages and given superstar treatment. Betrayal, in this context, doesn't mean he thinks the country hasn't honored its financial commitments. It means he believes the sporting promises, the vision he was sold, have not matched reality. When he arrived, Ronaldo was not just sold on a salary. He was sold on an idea, a league that would grow around him, a team that would be given the tools to compete for everything, a project that would bring in high-level reinforcements, so that he wasn't just a marketing piece, but the leader of a genuine football force. Now, watching key rivals loading up on talent while Al Nassr stagnate in the transfer market, he is reportedly asking, "Where's the ambition I was promised?" That's why. Again, according to CBS Sports, he's now demanding guarantees about the sporting direction of Al Nassr before he fully commits to staying. Not vague reassurances or public statements, but concrete signs that the club will be back strongly enough to challenge at the top. He wants to know that if he remains the face of this project, the project will actually be built to win, not just to be seen. It's also important to remember what sits in his contract. By all accounts, Ronaldo has a release clause set at roughly $58 million. For most players in world football, that would be an unreachable number. For Cristiano, it's lower than some might expect, considering his global profile. But the real obstacle is not just a fee, it's the total cost. The wages he commands in Saudi Arabia are on a level that only a handful of clubs on the planet could realistically even think about matching or approaching. Yes, several teams around the world would be interested in adding Ronaldo on a sporting level, from MLS clubs to certain European sides, and maybe even teams outside traditional markets looking to copy what Saudi Arabia did. But the combination of his salary, image rights, and the political weight that comes with it means the actual list of realistic destinations is very short. That's one reason his situation in Riyadh is so delicate. For the Saudi Pro League, he isn't just a star, he is the flagship. For Cristiano, there are not many lifeboats if the ship goes down. Adding another layer to all of this is the simple fact that Cristiano Ronaldo has still not won the Saudi Pro League title. For someone used to lifting trophies in Manchester, Madrid, and Turin, that matters. He didn't come to Riyadh just to score goals and cash checks. His competitive ego is still very much alive. Every season that ends without a league trophy is another reminder that, in pure sporting terms, his Saudi chapter isn't yet what he wants it to be. And timing makes this even more urgent. The 2026 World Cup is right around the corner. It will likely be his last major international tournament, the final global stage of a career that has stretched across 5 World Cups already. If he wants to arrive at that event in shape, sharp and ready to contribute for Portugal, he cannot afford long stretches without serious football. Sitting out matches and protests, or being stuck in a league situation he no longer believes in, is not an option he can entertain for very long. That's why the idea of him actually leaving Saudi Arabia, whatever the complications, is not just gossip. It would be headline news with real consequences. For the Saudi Pro League, losing Ronaldo before the end of his contract would be a massive blow to their credibility. They positioned him as the face of a new era, as proof that they could attract and keep world-class talent. For him to walk away in frustration, citing lack of ambition and broken sports promises, would send a message that no PR campaign could completely erase. For his own legacy, the calculation cuts both ways. Staying in a project that doesn't match his expectations and failing to win the main domestic prize could hurt his competitive narrative, even if his personal stats stay strong. Leaving too quickly, on the other hand, could be seen as giving up on a challenge he willingly accepted. That's why, for now, he seems to be using his full leverage to try to force change within before making that ultimate call. From the Saudi official side, the stakes are enormous. They didn't just sign Cristiano Ronaldo as a player. They tied him to a much larger branding push. Tourism, investment, image repositioning, bids for future World Cups and mega events. He appears on billboards, commercials, campaigns. The idea of him threatening to leave the club and the country sends alarm bells well beyond the football offices. If they can't make him feel backed, it raises uncomfortable questions about how they'll convince the next wave of stars to commit long-term. Inside Al Nassr, this is also a test of leadership. Coaches and directors now have to handle a unique mix. A superstar who still performs at a high level, who clearly cares about winning, but who also has the stature to challenge the entire direction of the club. They need to reassure him without making promises they can't keep. They need to back him on the market without destabilizing the squad or the budget. And they need to convince the rest of the players that this isn't just about one man's power play, but about raising the level of the whole team. On the pitch, the impact of these off-field tensions is impossible to ignore. Every time Cristiano is missing from the matchday squad, whether in protest or for another reason, it sends a signal to opponents and teammates alike. Opponents feel a bit braver. Teammates might feel caught in the middle, wanting to support their captain, but also needing stability to perform. Fans are left wondering if they're watching the beginning of the end of a chapter they were told would last much longer. There's also the global viewpoint. Football supporters and media outside Saudi Arabia are watching this closely. When he first went to Al Nassr, reactions ranged from excitement to skepticism. Some saw it as a bold new adventure. Others saw it as the closing act of a legendary career. Now, with reports of protests, frustration, and threats to leave, those who doubted the project will feel vindicated, while those who believed in it will be hoping that a compromise can be found quickly. It's worth remembering that Cristiano Ronaldo has been here, in a sense, before, at crossroads where club direction and personal ambition collided. At Real Madrid, at Juventus, at Manchester United, his exits were always surrounded by debates about power, control, and project vision. The difference this time is that the decision won't just reshape a club. It will reshape an entire league's image. For now, what we know is this. He deliberately skipped the Al Nassr versus Riyadh game to send a message. He has, according to CBS Sports, told Saudi officials he is prepared to go if reinforcements and direction don't change. He feels betrayed and wants clear guarantees about the future of the project. His contract includes a $58 million release clause, but very few clubs can realistically take on the full package of signing him. He has yet to win the Saudi Pro League, And with the 2026 World Cup approaching, he cannot afford a period of stagnation or exile from top-level competition. Whether this ends with major signings for Al Nassr, a reset in the relationship, and a renewed push of title, or one of the most shocking transfers in recent years, Cristiano Ronaldo leaving Saudi Arabia earlier than anyone expected, is a question hanging over the entire pro league right now. Whatever he decides, it won't just be a personal move. It will be another turning point in how we talk about modern football power, money, and the biggest name of his generation trying to control his own final chapters.